So please subscribe and like and comment on this particular video for the further updates.
Hello everyone, in this video I am going to walk you through about a quick start in the cloud deployment process. So till now you people used to run your project in the local machine, okay, by executing the URL localhost :8080 / the name of your project / index.jsp, something like that. Okay, so now we need to deploy your project to the live cloud environment, okay, so that you can access your project without installing anything in your local machine. Just using a web browser you can readily access your project from anywhere across the world. So for example, we are going to select the purchase the domain name like db80.csc.com / name of the project / index.jsp. So this is how it will look like after you deploy your project onto the live cloud. So you will be able to access your project just using a web browser, even if that project is not installed in your local machine, because that project will be running on a cloud machine. But in the previous case, you can see your project would have been installed in a local Tomcat. But now after deployment of your project to the live cloud, the project will be installed on a server that is running on the cloud environment. Okay, so this cloud deployment is not mandatory. So if you are happy to show your project in your local machine, then I am happy for you. But if you want to really deploy your project onto the live cloud, right, so you people have to be very careful and follow the steps carefully, whatever we are going to do. Okay, so before the start of the project classes, right, so we decided to go for OpenShift.com. Okay, OpenShift.com is one of the cloud service provider. So we can create an account in OpenShift.com and we can deploy our project into the cloud freely without any cost. Okay, but right now if you people can go to their website, so just go to the browser and enter OpenShift.com. so and try to sign up. So towards the top right there is a button called sign up. If you try to sign up, there they have clearly mentioned that so we will be in their waiting list. So that means even after creating an account, it's no guarantee that we will be getting the cloud space for deploying our project. So OpenShift cannot be used, so this option will be ruled out. Okay, so for that purpose, so my recommendation would be to go for another cloud service provider called Heroku. Okay, Heroku is one more most popular cloud service provider. So we will be deploying our project on Heroku cloud. So but the drawback of Heroku is what, so if you want to use MySQL in your project, so you will have to register a credit card in Heroku.com. So without providing your credit card details, right, so Heroku.com will not allow you to access MySQL. So I'm sure that almost all the projects will be using MySQL. So if you want your project to be deployed on live cloud, you need to register to Heroku.com by providing your credit card details. Okay, so but not to panic, because it will not be charging even a single rupee, but that account verification has to be done by providing your credit card details. Okay, so but without your permission or something, it will not be charging even a single rupee. So the thing is, you are going to deploy your project onto Heroku cloud for free, absolutely at free of cost, but you just have to provide your credit card credentials for them. Okay, so I'll just show you how to create an account in Heroku.com. So you people just have to go to their official site. So for example, Heroku.com. So and then create a new account over there. So towards the top right, you can see there will be a menu called sign up. I'm going to click on that. And it will ask you some basic information which you will have to enter. I'm going to enter my first name, last name. You need to enter your email ID. In place of company name, you can simply give your college name. And language, you please select it as Java. And you need to pass this test. It says select all the squares with street sign. Oops, sorry, that account is already existing, so I'll be providing my another email address. Okay, so I just created a new account, so you need to log into your email ID and you have to verify that. So I'm going to log into my email ID. So you can see I have got a confirmation mail from Heroku. So you need to click on that link to confirm your email ID. So it has confirmed. So it is asking me to select a password. Okay, so this is how you are going to create a new account in Heroku. So remember, after you create a new account in Heroku, you also have to provide your credit card details. So if you haven't provided your credit card details, it will not allow you to use your MySQL database. So it will not provide our MySQL database. So credit card details is mandatory. Okay. So where you have to provide credit card details, towards the top right, you can see that user account icon. So click on that, and you have to go to account settings. So in account settings there is an option called billing. So you have to go to billing. So and here you people will have to add a new credit card. So if you click on that add credit card button, here you need to enter the credit card number and the expiration date of that card, and that CVV number which will be present towards the back side of the card, and the first name and the last name as printed on the card, along with some billing address. So all the fields here will be mandatory apart from the additional information, and then you just have to click on save details. So I have provided my credit card details now. So you can see it says the button update credit card. So that means I already provided the credit card details now. Okay, so after your project examination, right, so you can simply scroll, go to that account tab, and you people can completely close this account. So thus you can remove your credit card also. Okay, so again, so remember that this Heroku will not be charging you anything. So but you have to verify your billing information if it have to allow you to access MySQL database.
So after you have created an account in Heroku, after providing credentials for your credit card, the next step is to download and install Heroku client application. So Heroku client application can be found in this particular Google Drive link, or you can also find it in their official website. So but I have uploaded them in this particular Google Drive link. So I'm going to share this link for you people in your email address, or also you can see this particular link in the description of this video. So I want you people to copy this link. Okay, and run it in a browser. So you can see a download button over there. Okay, download that client. So you can see Heroku Windows application will be getting downloaded. So it's about 50 MB. So after it has been downloaded, you just have to install it. So installation is very simple. So just you people have to click next and finish. So you don't have to change the default settings. So whatever is there by default, you keep clicking on next. So after installing Heroku command line client, so it will also ask you to install this JIT 2.8 setup. You need to install that also by clicking on next, finish. So these are the two prerequisites you people have to complete before we start the deployment of your project in Heroku Cloud. So I'm just going to note down the things you people have done so far. So step number 1, you people have created an account in Heroku.com. So after creating an account in step number 1, step number 2, you have provided your credit card details in your account settings. So after this, so you have downloaded and installed Heroku Windows client application. Okay, so these are the 3 steps I would be expecting you people to complete before going forward.
Hello, welcome back. So in the rest of the video, I'm going to explain to you how to install our proxy-oriented data uploading, project into our Heroku live cloud environment. So till now, you people have done these 3 steps. You have created an account in Heroku.com, and then you have provided your credit card information in the account settings, and then you have downloaded and installed Heroku Windows client application. Okay, so these 3 steps are mandatory before you proceed further. So after you have done these 3 steps, so there are 3 more steps you people have to do for completing the deployment of your project into live cloud. So before we start with the next step, make sure you have completed these 3 steps successfully, or else it will fail at some point of time in future. Okay, so in the 4th step, so you people will have to create application in Heroku web. In 5th step, you will have to execute our MySQL queries in Heroku database. And in 6th step, you will have to deploy the WAR files in Heroku cloud. Okay, so these are the 3 more steps that you have to do to complete our live deployment. Okay, so I request you people to pause this video in each step and do it along with me, so to avoid any confusion. Okay, so before you start with step number 4, make sure you have this folder ready. Okay, I'm going to send this folder in your email. So proxy_cloud kit. So you should have this folder ready in your machine before you start with step number 4. Okay, so in this particular folder you will be having some files. Okay, so the 3 WAR files which has to be installed in our cloud environment, and the 3 queries file which has to be executed in the respective database, and then 7-zip software 7z.exe file. I want you people to simply double click that and next finish. Okay, just install it. I'll tell you at later point of time why that is required. Okay, so just double click this 7-zip exe file and click next install. And Heroku Windows AMD64.exe is the Heroku Windows client application that you have installed in step number 3. Okay, if you haven't done that, you need to install it again. So if you have already installed, then no issues, then leave it. Okay, so now let us start with step number 4. But remember, your project contains 3 sub-projects: Proxy, KGC and CSC. Okay, so therefore you will have to create 3 applications in Heroku Web. One for Proxy, one for KGC, one for CSC. And then you will have to execute, MySQL queries in 3 databases. Okay, so one in Proxy database, one in KGC database, one in CSC database. And then you will have to deploy 3 WAR files. Okay, one for Proxy, one for CSC and one for KGC. You need to deploy 3 WAR files in Heroku Cloud. So let us start with the beginning one by one. So step number 4, creating an application in Heroku Web. So I want you people to open a browser and log into Heroku.com. And then click on login, and you need to log in with the email ID that you have registered. You can see after login it will take us to the dashboard page where I have not created any application. Now you can create a new app and specify the name of your application. First let me create an application for CSC. So I'll specify CSC-AKLC. So like that you can specify CSC- your college name and click on create app. After creating an app, click on resources and you need to add couple of add-ons. Okay, so number 1, in the search bar here you need to type it for MySQL. Click on ClearDB MySQL and make sure you are selecting the Ignite free version. Like that you need to search for one more add-on. Search for SendGrid. Okay, you need to select SendGrid, not the marketing campaign, just SendGrid. And you need to select the starter, the free version. Click on provision. Okay, so you have installed 2 add-ons for your project. Okay, one called ClearDB and one more called SendGrid. So ClearDB will provide the database for your project. SendGrid will allow you to send an email from your project. Okay, so like that you click on personal apps, top left. Okay, like that you need to create 2 more applications. So I have successfully created CSC-AKLC. Now I will click on this new button, create a new app. I'll create the application name as Proxy-AKLC. Click on create app. So the same procedure, click on resources, add a couple of add-ons. First one is, type MySQL, select ClearDB MySQL and select Ignite free, click on provision. And then type SendGrid. Select starter version, click on provision. So you are done creating it for Proxy application. Now once again I will click on personal app, towards the top new, create app. So the third one, that is for KGC. I will say KGC-AKLC, create app. So click on resources. So the same couple of add-ons. Number 1, MySQL. And then SendGrid. So now that you people, if you click on personal app, you can see you have created 3 applications: CSC-AKLC, KGC-AKLC, Proxy-AKLC. So you should be creating it as CSC- your college name, KGC- your college name, and Proxy- your college name. So I can mark our fourth step as done. Okay, so you have successfully created an applications. Okay. So after creating those 3 applications, the next step is to execute our MySQL queries in Heroku database. Okay, so I will tell you how to do this one. So you will have to open a command prompt by clicking on start menu, type cmd. Okay, so there you will have to execute the command Heroku space login. So Heroku space login, this command will work only if you have installed that Windows client application in step number 3, else this command will not work. After you enter Heroku space login, you need to enter the email ID which you used for creating an account in Heroku.com. So I will specify it as aklc2017@gmail.com and I will enter my password. You can see it is now saying logged in as aklc2017@gmail.com. The next command you will have to enter is Heroku space config. Heroku space config -a. -a stands for app. -a space CSC-aklc. Okay, for all the 3 apps we need to check this. Okay, -a CSC-aklc. The app, the CSC application name you chosen. Okay, so you can see it will print some information about the database for this CSC. Okay, so I want you people to open one notepad file and save this information. Okay, so you can see in this command, right, it is printing some information about your MySQL. Okay, so for what we need to find out, for CSC you need to find out what is the MySQL username. Okay, and you need to find out what is the MySQL password. Okay, and then you need to find out what is the MySQL host name, and then you need to find out what is the MySQL database name. Okay, so these 4 information we need to find out from the command prompt now. Okay, so we just enter the command Heroku config -a CSC-aklc. So this is for CSC, and then we need to do the same thing for KGC also and Proxy also. Okay, so these many information we need to find it out. Okay, so I'll show you how to find these things. Okay, so from the command prompt, the information that is printed right now is for CSC. Okay, I'll right click on mark. So after this MySQL : from here, okay, till that colon, don't include that column, till that colon. Okay, so I'll just go to edit and I'll copy it. So that will be our MySQL username of CSC. Okay, and then once again right click mark after this colon, from here till that @ symbol. Okay, I'll just copy it. So that will be our MySQL password. Okay, and then once again mark after this @ from here, okay, till the next line db.net, till that / that it will be host name. Okay, but it will not allow me to copy multiple lines, so I'll just copy till here. Okay, I'll paste it under host name and I'll continue till that /. Don't include that /. So that will be my host name. Okay, so and at last you can see after this / from here till that question mark. Okay, don't include that question mark, just till that question mark. I'll copy that and that will be your password. Okay, so we found out this information for CSC. Now we need to find out this information for KGC and also for Proxy. Okay, so how to find it for KGC? So just enter the command Heroku space config space -a space KGC-aklc. You need to enter KGC- your college name. Okay, so once again a similar kind of information will be printed. I'll copy from here till this colon. That will be the MySQL username. Okay, and from here till that @ so that will be the password, and then till from here host name, and at last from here till that question mark, so that will be our database name. Okay, so now we found out all this information for KGC. So at last we need to find out this information for proxy. So for finding this information for proxy, the command is Heroku space config space -a space proxy -aklc. You need to enter it as proxy your college name, and from here till here MySQL username, and from here till that @ it will be MySQL password, and then from here it will be host name, and at last from here till that question mark it will be our database name. Okay, so now that we have successfully found out all this information about MySQL for all those three applications, now we are ready to execute the queries in this database. Okay, so I want you people to go to that CloudKit folder. Okay, proxy_CloudKit folder. So over there, so you people can see 3 queries file: queries proxy, queries KGC, queries CSC. Okay, I want you people to open one by one. So you need to open queries proxy. Okay, so here we are creating a schema by name ProxyDB, but you can see Heroku have created a schema for proxy with the name Heroku, something like that. Okay, so what you need to do, so you need to copy the database under proxy. Okay, so this is the database name. You need to copy it and replace it here in ProxyDB, and in second line also you need to replace it like this. Okay, and then save it and then close it. Okay, so like that, open the next file, queries_kgc.txt. so we created a database by name KGCDB, but you look at the KGC database name. So the KGC database name is this one. So you need to copy this and you need to replace it in first 2 lines like this, and then save it, close it, and at last queries csc.txt, open it. We created a database by name duicdb, but Heroku is creating a database by name something like this one. Okay, I'll copy this and I'll paste it in first line and in second line as well. Okay, and then file, save it, close it. Okay, so but you need to open that queries csc.txt again, open queries csc.txt again, come to the last line. In the last line you need to make this changes. Okay, so I have given proxy-aklc.herokuapp.com. so this proxy-aklc you need to replace it with your application name you created for proxy. Okay, so I believe you have created an application by name proxy-your college name. Okay, so here, so whatever the name you have created in Heroku.com now for proxy, so that particular name you will have to replace it here. Say for example, if you have given the proxy application name as proxy-db80, so like this you will have to replace it, proxy-db80.herokuapp.com. okay, and then you will have to save it and close it. Okay, so now the situation is we have 3 queries file ready that has to be executed in Heroku database. Okay, so now we need to connect to Heroku database and execute those 3 queries file. I'll show you how. Okay, so you need to go to my computer, C drive, program files, not the x86 part. Okay, just program files, MySQL, MySQL server bin. So you should have installed MySQL for this. If you have not installed MySQL, you cannot execute these queries. So inside bin, towards this white space, anywhere you can hold shift and right click. You will get an option open command window here. Okay, if you simply right click, that option will not be there. You need to hold shift and then right click, open command window here. Okay, so now you need to enter one command, MySQL space -u space. Okay, one by one we need to do now. Okay, you need to -u stands for username. Okay, so let us do it for CSC first. Copy the username of CSC and paste it here. Space -h, h space, h stands for host name. Okay, copy that host name and paste it here. Space -p, enter. It will ask you for password, so just copy this and paste it, enter. So now we have successfully connected to CSC database inside Heroku. Okay, so what we need to do, so just go to that CloudKit folder and just open that queries for CSC. Open that queries for CSC. Make sure you have renamed that database name and you have renamed that the proxy URL. Okay, now do a Control A. Okay, Control C. Okay, now go to that command prompt, right click, paste. Done. So this is how you need to execute the queries for CSC. Okay, now what you need to do, so the same thing. Okay, so you need to do it for KGC. MySQL space -u space, to connect for KGC, first you need to type exit, come out of this MySQL. Now you need to type a new command, MySQL space -u space. Let us do it for KGC now. Copy the username of that KGC and paste it here. Space -h space, this is the host name. Copy, paste. Space -p, enter. So it will ask you for password. Copy this password, paste it here, enter. So now you can see we have connected to KGC MySQL. So open the queries _kgc.txt inside your CloudKit. Okay, so make sure you have renamed that Heroku database and do a Control A, copy it and here paste it. Done. So this is how you need to execute the command for KGC. Now the last thing, so in this MySQL, do a exit and then type a new command, MySQL space -u space, copy the username of proxy and paste it here. Space -h space, copy this host name and paste it. Space -p, enter. It will ask you for password. Copy this password and enter it here. Okay, so now we have connected to the proxies MySQL. Okay, so what we need to do, go to that CloudKit folder, open that queries _proxy.txt. Make sure you have renamed the database name. Now do a Control A, copy it and then in this MySQL, right click, paste. Done. Okay, so now we have successfully executed the queries for CSC also, KGC also and proxy also. I can put a tick mark saying this part is done. Okay, so now the last step is you need to deploy those 3 WAR files in Heroku Cloud. So for this I'll tell you the procedure now. So go to that proxy _CloudKit folder. You can see those 3 WAR files here, proxy, KGC and CSC. So you should have installed the 7-zip software. If you have not installed, just double click and install it. After installing, you need to right click on this proxy and 7-zip open archive. Okay, so if you have installed that 7-zip application, you will get this option. Right click on proxy, 7-zip open archive. Over there you need to go for WebINF, classes, com, proxy and mail. Okay, inside that there will be a file called sendmail.java. So just double click on that. It will open a file. slowly scroll down, and somewhere you will find that aklc2017@gmail.com. So you will have to replace this aklc2017 with the email ID that you used for creating an Heroku account. Okay, so whatever email ID you have used for creating an Heroku account, that email ID you need to replace it here. Okay, so for example, if you have created an account with ranjit@gmail.com, like this you will have to replace. Okay, so aklc2017 have to be renamed and place it with the email ID that you used for creating Heroku account. Okay, and then you need to go to file, save, and click this close mark and click on this OK button and close this. So like that you need to update this proxy var file. Like that you need to right click on CSC. KGC you don't have to make any changes. So just csc.var file. Okay, right click on csc.var, 7-zip, open archive, same webinf, classes, com, duic, mail. Okay, so over here also you will be having sendmail.java. Just double click that, slowly scroll down, you will be seeing aklc2017. So here you need to change it to whatever email ID you used for registering an account to heroku.com, and then go to file, click on save, close this, click OK and close this. Okay, so now this is how you need to update the couple of var files, and now 3 var files are ready to be deployed on Heroku cloud. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy those 3 var files, right click copy. Okay, I'll just create a new folder in D drive. Okay, so I'll go to my computer and I'll open my D drive. I'll create a new folder. I'll call it as WAR. Okay, inside that folder WAR, so I'll just right click, paste it. So all I have done is I just copied them into a convenient location. So even you people have to do it. So and the new folder you created, right? Okay, it should not contain any space in between. Okay, just create a simple folder. So the 3 var files are present inside my D drive, a folder called var. So there are 3 var files. Okay, now these 3 var files I need to deploy in Heroku cloud. Okay, so what I need to do, I'll go to that command prompt, okay, where I had executed that Heroku login, and then I have executed these commands. No, so from that command prompt I will type a command, Heroku space plugins : install, Heroku space plugins : install space Heroku -CLI -deploy. Okay, so hit enter. Okay, this command I am going to execute. So I am just installing one plugin to Heroku. Okay, so it's done. So after this is done, you need to execute 3 commands, one for each of these var file. Okay, for installing them. Okay, the command will look like this: Heroku space var : deploy, Heroku space var : deploy space, within double quote, the path where you have stored that var file. I have stored that var file in my D drive, var /csc.var. So remember, this will be a case sensitive. You need to be very careful. So this is the location of my CSC var file. I'll close that double quote, space -app space. So this is CSC var file, no? So you need to give the name of the CSC application. Okay, so if you go to that, the Heroku dashboard, for CSC we given the name as CSC-AKLC, no? So the application I'll select is as CSC-AKLC. Okay, so this command you need to enter. And when you execute this command, it will start uploading our CSC var file into this CSC application, and this will really take a lot of time, sometimes 20 minutes and sometimes 25 minutes, 30 minutes, depending upon your internet speed. So you will have to wait. So you should not terminate this in the middle. You need to wait. So you can see now the CSC application has been done. Okay, so it has printed me an URL, okay, where I can access my CSC application. Okay, so I will just copy that URL and I'll save it. Okay, I have deployed CSC application live in this URL. Okay, so like that I will have to deploy the proxy application and KGC application live. Okay, so like that the second command you need to execute is the same thing, Heroku space var:\deploy space within double quote the path where you have that var file. Okay, followed by the KGC, or let me say it as proxy. So capital P, everything else is small, proxy.var because it's a case sensitive, space --app, the name of the proxy application we created in Heroku.com. Okay, so we created a proxy application in Heroku.com with the name proxy-aklc. So the same name I will give it here. Okay, proxy-aklc. I'll hit enter. So now the proxy deployment has been started. So even this also will be taking a really lot of time, around 20 to 30 minutes. So you will have to wait. You can see even the proxy deployment has been successful. So here it has given me the URL where I can access proxy application. So I'll just copy it and I will save it in my notepad. Okay, so this is the URL where the proxy application has been deployed into live cloud. So the last one is KGC. So I need to enter the similar command now. So I'll say Heroku space var:\deploy space within double quote the path to the var file. It is inside my D drive, /var/kgc.var. Remember, once again it's case sensitive. Okay, I'll just give space --app. So the name of the KGC application you created in Heroku. So in Heroku we created KGC-aklc. So you should have created KGC- your college name. Okay, that name you need to give it here and hit enter. And this will also take a really lot of time, some 20 minutes like that, depending upon your internet speed. So you people have to wait. You should not terminate in between. So you can see even the KGC application deployment has been successful, and this is the URL where I can use KGC. I'll just copy it and save it in my notepad. Okay, so this is how you are going to do a live deployment of your CSC, proxy and KGC application. So you can access these three applications using this URL from any device, even using your mobile phone, using a web browser. Okay, so let us quickly test if this is working fine or not. So what I'm going to do, I'll copy this CSC URL and I'm going to open a new tab in my browser and I'll paste it, run it. So you can see our proxy homepage has been loaded. So this shows our proxy application is executing successfully. Okay, and then you people can copy this proxy URL and open a new tab and paste it. So you can see even the proxy app is loaded successfully. Okay, here our CSC app is loaded successfully, and then here our proxy app is loaded successfully. Okay, and KGC app, that we cannot use the user interface, but this proxy and CSC will be internally accessing them. Okay, so all you people have to do now is you need to click on register, and then I'll just quickly test if this is working or not. So I'll register as celestialcluster@gmail.com. So you can see registration has been successful. Okay, and if I click on login, So you can see even the login has been successful. Okay, so I'll quickly go to proxy. So you can see one available proxies has been shown. Okay, that is in proxy-aklc.herokuapp.com. okay, so this is the location where we have installed our proxy application. Okay, so I'll send a request for that particular proxy. You can see the request has been sent to proxy now. So if I log into proxy application using the admin password is admin, and if I click on authorize, so there if I click on approve, so I should be getting an email to celestialcluster@gmail.com. I will log in to that email ID. So it will take some time for delivering an email because it has to go through various processes. You need to wait for some time. Keep on refreshing your inbox. So you can see I got a new email from AKLC 2017. So you people will be getting an email from whatever email ID you registered in Heroku.com. So this will be the code to register a new proxy. I'll copy that code and I'll paste it here. Click on verify. Okay, so there you can see I have been successfully associated with this particular proxy now. So I can go to configure host. Okay, so here I need to enter the host for KGC. Okay, so KGC host address will be the URL where you have installed KGC. So you'll have to copy this. Okay, make sure you're not going to copy the / at the end. Okay, so you just have to paste it here and configure. So now it has been successfully configured. So if you click on data operations, yeah, it is allowing me to perform the data operations, and if you click on integrity check, yeah, it is allowing me to perform the integrity check. So all the portals will be working fine now. Okay, so this is how you need to deploy your project onto the live cloud. Thank you so much.
So please subscribe and like and comment on this particular video for the further updates.